Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me. My bad, I'm a little late tonight, but tonight I'm going to break down some game for you guys. All right. So, on the thumbnail, it said, I've always failed until I didn't. All right. So, I'm going to talk with you guys a little bit about what it takes to be successful in the real estate game, especially the way that we do real estate, because we become the bank. All right. We buy houses by taking over the existing loan on them. So we don't have to qualify, we don't have to fill out credit applications. And then if the house is owned outright, we use creative financing and we turn the seller into our bank. So instead of borrowing money, having to have good credit, or even needing those huge lump sums of money, we just make payments to the seller. Guys, it's all about solving a problem. But if you're going to be a high level, elite problem solver, you have to understand that there is no such thing as failure. Okay. And I'm going to give you some prime examples. All right. We got some stuff going on right now, right this second, man, in Denver, Colorado, making moves. All right. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I got a few minutes tonight, so we won't be too long. Got our inner circle group coaching every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Central, giving them the game. We're about to listen to a call that I took with another one of my students. He had talked to the person, he didn't use all of his tools. I'll get into that. Hit that like button. I want to thank you for joining me. If you feel like I bring you some value, consider subscribing to the channel. All right. Or you can just be a player about it, man. Hit that subscribe button.
I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. Hustle to the end. We some no quitters. Knock it out the park. We for show hitters. Right, left hemisphere. That's a dome splitter. Yeah. We control our own destiny. Make moves. Cultivate whole legacy. Creative finance. Bring more ecstasy. The right ingredients. Now that's a dope recipe.
All right. What's good, everybody? Mike Show. Mike Show says that thumbnail is powerful. LOL. It said it all, Gene. What's up, everybody? Yo, I appreciate that, man. And it does, man. It's 1,000 words in a few, man. So let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about that. What's good, everybody? LOL. What? Let's roll out the red carpet for Gene. Okay, that's my dog right there. All right. Lavanya, all the way up in Alaska. Whoo, that's some beautiful country up there. But it has its ups and its downs. Trevor, what's good, man? Okay, there goes my guy, Shedrick, man, missing appointments with my people and everything, boy. Woo, you tough. So, guys, thanks for joining me tonight. Got a lot going on. All right. Got our inner circle group coaching this evening at 9 p.m. So only be about 20 minutes. If you guys got questions, throw them in the comments and I got you. One more thing too, guys. The challenge, it's ready. It is ready. We're just taking care of a little technical issue. Right. I was going to have it ready for you guys tonight, taking care of a little technical issue. So I'm going to put it in the description of this video once it's ready. It should be ready tonight or tomorrow morning. All right. So this is the inaugural Becoming the Bank Challenge. All right. And this is one of the main reasons, why I'm having the challenge. Is one, because I'm an investor and we're buying houses. We're making moves. All right. So we're in Las Vegas. We're in Denver. Dude, we got a house in Denver that my boots on the ground sent me last night. I should pull it up and show you guys, dude. This thing goes super hard. It's valued at $1 million. Okay. They're a married couple and they have, a problem, which most people do that sell their homes. Right. And in that, us talking to them, because we weren't trying to buy their house, right? We were trying to figure out what their problem was so that we could help them to solve it. And it just happens to have something to do with real estate. Now, this is how it relates to the thumbnail. All right. Because I've talked to my people about this and I've mentioned it to you guys, but two people can be looking at the same exact thing and see something completely different. We will not perceive, we won't see, our mind's eye will not perceive the opportunity, the moment, the moment we were asking for, the moment we were hoping for, right? And I use the air quotes on that because our life, guys, it begins outside of our comfort zone. That's where our life begins, right outside of our comfort zone. And understanding, right, that the wind the wind is going to blow, man. The wind's going to blow, one direction or the other, right? But if we have an objective that we want to get to, our mind needs to be focused on what we need to do to get to that objective. Not every imagined obstacle that might appear in front of us. There's a quote, man, out of one of my favorite books of all time, The Undefeated Mind by Dr. Alex Lickerman. And he says, we think because we can't see the exact path to success from where we stand today, that the path doesn't exist at all. And we let our misguided confidence in our restricted vision squash our determination. But our determination is what creates the path. Our determination to make use of adversity rather than escape it. So, again, we think because we can't see the path to success from where we stand today, the path doesn't exist at all. And when our mind thinks that, then that is what we will perceive. We will perceive every obstacle that may or may not exist. May or may not exist. So we're working on a property in Denver, Colorado. Okay. Condo, man. Could make 50 G's on this thing, man. Got it under contract. Got the memorandum recorded, right? So we got our deal insurance. Ain't nobody gonna buy it. They got to come holler at us if they want to buy that thing. I'm gonna see how that plays out, even if we don't end up buying it. But um, it's going to foreclosure auction for its HOA fees. Now that is a peculiar situation. I'll say that because when they've got, laws and regulations and all these this bureaucracy in place for foreclosures, right, in the county of Denver and city of Denver, Colorado, but it's for foreclosures on a loan. So this is a HOA. So we got to talk to people. People don't know what's going on, and you got to climb up the ladder. So I've got my transaction coordinator on it. And this is my dog, man. My transaction coordinator, he is my dog, man. He's one of my one-on-one students for a long time. High level guy, man. High level guy. But one more step, that missing piece in his mindset, and he will be like super next level, right? But we've got to figure it out. It's only $3,700, guys. The HOA fees that are behind that, this $420,000 condo is going to auction for $3,779. That isn't even 1% of the value. It's not even 1%. So we found this problem, right? Using our 4 Ps of real estate investing, we found this problem. And my transaction coordinator, he's got to get through to everybody. He's got to get through the bureaucracy to find out how we file the notice of intent to cure. So we are curing the default. I'm going to pay the 3,700, and that way we have time to sell it. We've already got it under contract. I'll pay the 3,700. Which one of you guys would not pay $3,700 to have control of a property that's valued at 420,000, and we've got it under contract, guys, for 346? I'm going to wholesale it. It's as simple as that. It's 50 some thousand. It's over 50,000 really, but then you got closing costs, things like that. So my transaction coordinator, he's from the start. He's like, so I'm supposed to call, the attorney's office and ask them what? And, I let him know. And he's like, okay, so when they say this and that, and then they say this, then what then? And it was all negative stuff. I'm like, dude, what do you mean? They haven't said it. So whatever it is, we know that it's possible to get done because it's the law. So get it done, you know. And dude, he went through the ringer. Oh my goodness, man. And then he's calling and texting me too. And I'm doing other things, right? I got a million things, man, going on because I got an 8-person team, man, and we're out here getting to it. Got that challenge ready for y'all too. So anyway, I finally get to the point where I'm like, you know what? Send me the contact information for whoever that you have had contact with up to this point. And so he sends it, and I send literally, guys, literally. This is why I say on that thumbnail, man, I failed until I didn't, because we can literally flip a switch in our own minds to go from being unsuccessful to being successful, because we have to be that person inside before anything. We have to become that person that we want to be before we'll ever receive the results. It's impossible. You can't get the results that you want without becoming that person. Because when you get what you want, you have to have gone through that adversity in order to keep what it is that you fought so hard for. Because if you haven't gone through that adversity before receiving whatever that goal is, whatever that gift is, if you haven't gone through that adversity and handled it, conquered it, well, then when it does strike, all that is like, if you get what you want, you're just climbing up a ladder higher to fall down further, because fall you will. So I sent one email, and boom, like that. Got the exact thing we needed. Got the exact, and I don't even like sending emails, man. I'm gonna get on the phone and call you because I don't got time. I'm not sitting there twiddling my thumbs. We got to talk. I got to know what's going on. This is a house on the line. This is somebody's residence. This is the roof over their head. We all need homes for survival. I'm not sitting around waiting for you to call me back. I might give you an hour, maybe. So I get that, right? I get the email. I let him know. Boom. So then he sends me a document. He's like, well, I'm talking to her assistant right now. And now we got to do this and do that and do this and do that. And I'm like, brother, did you read that document you sent me? And he's like, yeah, I read it. I'm like, you sure? He's like, well, I read some, and I was like, man, this is what I mean. That when two people are looking at the very same thing, they will see something different. The resolution was right there. We don't even have to do an intent to cure. We don't have to give a notice of intent to cure. Any of that. All we've got to do is pay the HOA fees and show the trustee, the public trustee, proof that we paid the 3,700. And voila, foreclosure, HOA foreclosure auction, stopped. That easy. That easy. But we will bring obstacles and hardship to ourselves, because when our mind, with the when we hear an opportunity, okay, and if the first place that our mind goes is to what can go wrong, we damn the opportunity. I don't even want you thinking about the opportunity anymore. Out of that, don't even think about it. You got to get your mind right first. If you're broke, right, in life, and I was there, man. I was there. You know what I mean? I was there in life. Because it seemed like everything goes wrong. Like just everything. It's like, man, why is every simple thing for me so hard to achieve? I mean, even I remember there were times when I didn't have a car, right? And dude, getting to work without a car and you're grown. Oh man, that was the hardest thing for me, man, because I don't like people like doing things, for me without some reciprocation, right? Without me being able to reciprocate, give back, give them something in return. That's what reciprocate means. So I would pay, man. But it would get to a point where a person would be like, dude, they damn near don't even want the money, man, because of the time or whatever, and everybody's rushing to work. So I've been there. I mean, and where everything's going wrong and everything is so hard to achieve. But once you come to that understanding that again, like it says in the undefeated mind, right? Our determination to make use of adversity rather than escape it. It's there for our use. It's there to sharpen us up, guys. If you are a problem solver, if you want to be an entrepreneur, because look, this is the thing. Most investors think the way to riches in real estate is to go to the bank, borrow money, buy a property, fix it up, sell it, and then cash that big fat check and then do it again. But here's where the problems lie. First, you got to go to the bank and you got to borrow money. So that means you got to have good credit, you got to have 20% down, you got to have this, that, all that. Then you got to buy a house low enough, right? And then you got to supervise a contractor to fix it up, and then you got to find somebody quickly to sell it. And then you got to do it all over again. Doesn't that, I mean, to me, to get paid again, right? That sounds like a job. Definitely sounds like hard work. It definitely sounds like hard work. So to get the big money, to get the big money, we have to do what's uncomfortable. We have to. I mean, you would, if somebody paid you enough, you would do something, do what's uncomfortable, right? If somebody paid you enough, and don't you already do uncomfortable things at work? Even when you're starting a new job, man, you got to talk to people, you got to meet new people. If you're not a social person, you got to do this. If you start a new job, you've got to get outside of your comfort zone. So I don't like when people are like, I don't like talking to people. I'm not a salesman. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm every excuse that I can think of in order for me not to be able to do it. But when we go to work, we do all of the things that are uncomfortable for that job, even the interview process to get the job before you even got it. You're stepping outside of your comfort zone in order for, in hopes of these people and this institution accepting you, hoping that they don't look at your past, right? Dude, I'm doing real estate. Man, they don't care about my past, dude. I've never, what, when I'm buying these houses, my past, but I got to go to a job, right? Give them a resume with all this stuff from way back that when, right? And fill out this application and let them look over my past, comb through my past, and then pass judgment on me and say, yeah, we accept you. So does that make you guys comfortable? Because it definitely doesn't make me comfortable. And a job's looking at your past, but I'll tell you this: I'm driving forward, man. I'm driving ahead. Yeah, why would I be looking in my rearview mirror? If you're driving forward, if you're driving ahead, if your destination is ahead of you and you're looking in the rearview mirror, you're gonna crash because you're looking behind you. Damn that, dude. So you do all this stuff outside of your comfort zone for a job. Why not? Why not be willing to do something uncomfortable for yourself, right? So it's like this. It's like this. One of my mentors use this metaphor. It's like wax on, wax off, Daniel son, right? Wax on, wax off. It's like a like you're sanding a block of wood, right? And when you first cut that piece of wood and start to sand it, you use like the roughest sanding paper, sanding it down, right? And after a while, you go to the medium sanding paper, right? Sanding it down, sanding it down. Then after a while, you go to the real smooth sanding paper. So and that piece of wood, each step, it gets smoother and it gets smoother. So pretty soon the block of wood, you, us, is smooth as silk. It's as smooth as silk. That's what happens when you step outside of your comfort zone. We're listening to live calls to another live call tonight that I took with one of my students with a prospect. We're going to be buying this house on seller financing because he owns it outright. We're going to be buying that on terms, payments, man. We're not even barely going to give him a down payment, dude. What for? He's not finished with the work, all this stuff, right? But the call, man, smooth as butter, dude. If I do say so myself, because I was on the call, I took it. But it wasn't always that way. It wasn't always that way. It was not always smooth, man. I was shaking in my boots in the beginning, man. Shaking in my boots, dude. What? Tripping over my words, mouth drier, not don't know what. Because when I'm talking to like it used to be public speaking. You know, when I'm in a nervous situation and I'm talking, my mouth will get super dry, dude. I remember the first time I went to a prospects, man. My mouth was so dry after a while, dude. I couldn't even barely talk. That thing, I was, oh my goodness. After that, I'd put a half piece of gum in my mouth, right? After that, because I'm moving forward. And progressively, that sandpaper that started out rough, it got a little bit smooth. Then it got super smooth, man. Now that thing silky smooth. All right. So I failed until I didn't. Now, guys, see, back then when I was talking to prospects, getting on the phone with prospects, door knocking with prospects, roll the dice, man. I might get it, I might not. Probably not, right? Most likely, I'm not going to. Now, when I get on the phone with a prospect, the likelihood of us getting that house under contract is ridiculously high. You're going to want to bet on that if you use a betting person. But it didn't start that way. So I failed until I didn't. But in my mind, right? In my mind, I knew that I was going to get one under contract. I knew this, man. They wasn't even know there was no thought of maybe or the, hopefully, and I'm hoping. No, I knew it. I knew it. It was just a matter of when. I knew it. So I would seize the opportunities. I would see them. I would perceive them, man. All right. So, guys, I know I went in on you tonight, but this is the Becoming the Bank series because we are having the Becoming the Bank challenge. The challenge is ready, man. We're going to have the challenge October 3rd through the 7th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central. 5 days, man. 5 days. The 2 hours, that's if you get VIP. You get an hour Q&A session on a private Zoom link with me. So where you can ask me questions on video. You're getting, dude, it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to be a beautiful thing. And understand this, guys. The same wind that will put out a candle, the same wind that will put out a candle, same gust of wind that puts out a candle is the same wind that feeds a forest fire. It's the same wind that feeds a forest fire. So are you going to let that gust put you out? Are you going to be the candle? Or are you going to be the forest fire? Because when you come into the Becoming the Bank challenge, this is why I'm having the challenge because a lot of people reach out to me, man, ask me questions, want to get in touch with me. I had a person from my city today, man, a young lady from my city today, reach out to me and just was like, hey, yeah, I really need to talk to you. Can we talk? Can we get on the phone, dude? I'm like, I'm really busy, man. And I'm not trying to be egotistical because if I could talk to each and every one of you, man, I would. Absolutely. 100% I would, man. There's no question. I love it, dude. I really do. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I love it. I love giving you guys this information and seeing and hearing the moment a person is like, oh, okay, now I got it. I love that, man. There's no better feeling. There isn't because I know that there's so much out here, right? And then there's so many people that need help with their real estate situation that you can't do anything but eat. You can't do anything but win if you follow really our financial trinity, man. That's it. Financial trinity. You really don't even need the 3 months in the classroom. I'm just being conservative. You do 30 days even in the classroom. You can start your 3 houses in 3 months. You can't do anything but win. But now though, right? My time's limited because I'm buying houses. I'm helping my students buy houses, talking to their prospects. I got to take care of my family, man. I mean, right? like, so I don't have a lot of time, man, to talk to each individual person, man, although I wish I could. So this challenge, right? The VIP, they get the hour Q&A before the challenge starts, right? From 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then I'm going over the game with you guys. I'm going to give you guys, listen, if you're one of those people that feel like the best way to be an investor is you think that you got to borrow money from the bank, you got to buy the property low and then you got to fix it up and then you got to sell it, right, for cash to make that big old check. If you're one of those people, I'm going to show you that there's a better way. I'm also going to show you that I'm going to switch the paradigm of real estate for you. Okay. I'm going to switch that paradigm. You're going to have a paradigm shift because thinking, right? And this is what I used to think, man, when I got into real estate, because real estate was my destiny. Right? I was like, I'm going to do real estate. I was like, I've got to find a cheap house. I've got to find the cheapest house, right? Or a house that I can add value to, but I got to get it really cheap And then I can do some work to it and add some value, and then I can sell it for more. And that's just not the way. Look, my light ain't even on. I've been going in for y'all. My light ain't on. Hey, there you go. Gotta have that TGGF light on. So if you're one of those people, you're gonna have a paradigm shift. I buy pretty houses. I was telling my student when I talked to his prospect on the phone yesterday. The guy wants 100,000 for this house, and it needs work. He's not done with the work. Um, and it's worth 150,000, but it may need 15, 20,000, in repairs. And I'm telling my student, hey, he's like, because wholesalers were just offering him 80. That was as high as they would go. And I'm like, yeah, we can offer him more than 80. Absolutely, we can offer him more than 80 because we will get it on seller financing terms. So let's just say, for an example, we gave him the 100,000, but it's all principal payments. First off, we're not going to give him the lump sum 100,000. Okay, there's that. Second, each payment that we make to him for that 100,000, it will deduct that amount, all principal, no interest. So we can offer 100,000 on payments when another person cannot do that. A wholesaler, a fix and flip investor, they can't. It's impossible for them because there's not enough spread there for them to make any money. Us, on the other hand, dude, he can still make 30, 40,000 with that thing. Easy too, easy. It's a paradigm shift. So you don't have to do that. I'm going to show you that there's a better way. I'm going to show you that there's a better way, right? This is what you're going to get. You're going to get a better way to buy houses than actually trying to buy houses. That's what's stopping you from buying houses, is that you're trying to buy houses. Yeah, I was trying to confuse you with that one. Yeah. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I'll kind of try. You're trying to buy houses. That's why you can't buy houses. See, we don't buy houses, guys. And I've said this before. We buy problems, right? But it took me a lot of time and effort, energy, and money to develop the system, because success isn't a secret. It's a system. Success is not a secret. It's a system. So this is a psychological system. And those of you that choose VIP, you're going to get to listen to some recorded phone calls too, man, that go deep. Yeah, they go hard, but it goes through our system, and you'll see how the person goes from seller, right? They're selling their house. They feel like they're selling their house, right? Initially. So they're on guard, man. They're on guard. They don't want to say a number. They don't want to tell you what repairs need to be done, stuff like that, because they feel like you're going to knock off some money. They go from that in the beginning, right? To on a journey, man. They go on a journey from beginning to trust us, right? To knowing who we are and understanding what we do and how we can help them, right? They go on this journey. And then at the end of the journey, right? We're actually on the same team, trying to get to the same side. And the best part about all of it is that you get the pieces that you need that walk you right through it and walk your prospect there, man. It's glorious. So then you guys are working together. And what are you working together for? To solve their problem. To solve their problem. So instead of going to a bank and borrowing money and going to your great aunt, right, and borrowing this big old lump sum of money, asking her to get under her mattress where she keeps hundreds of thousands of dollars to go buy a property, your value and your bank, really, your bank is your mind. It's your mind, because if you are a problem solver along with these tools, you will never really have to even try to buy a house again, really. You're not buying it. You're not buying it. You're solving that problem. So that's what you're going to get that. But then the best part is, right, is that if a house is for sale, see, that's another first thing that people think, that, okay, I'm going to get into real estate, so I'm going to go on Zillow and maybe I'll find something on Zillow that everybody else hasn't seen yet. Dude, I used to think that. I don't know why. It was just hope, I guess. It was like blind hope. Like, maybe I'll find a house on Zillow that nobody's seen yet, and it's a really, really, really good deal. Oh my God, dude. I cracked myself up with that, dude, because that was bad, man. That was bad. I used to believe that. There's a better way. If a house is for sale, I don't want it. Okay. Now let me wrap back into this though, guys. Sorry, guys. Let me wrap back into this. The reason I'm having the challenge is because it is so difficult for me to I don't even do one-on-ones anymore because we all only have that same 24 hours. So I want to be able to give people, um, the chance to even get on a video and ask a question. And then when you ask your question and I answer it, if you don't understand the answer fully, you can follow up because we're on a video, right? We're on a video. My one-on-one used to be when I had it, it was $10,000 for my one-on-one mentorship. But $10,000 really is cheap, honestly, because if you're gonna get $140,000 in 30 days, in 45 days, then why wouldn't you? If I could, dude, I remember when I used to say, man, before I knew this strategy, I used to say, man, all I need is like $10,000 or $20,000 to start a business, and I know I can make it off of that. I know I can flip that, right? I can turn that into something. I can flip it. I just need 10, 20,000, man. But I don't got anybody that'll even give me 10, 20,000 because I don't got it. And then my credit ain't good enough either. And you know what's crazy, guys? See, this is why I don't like banks, dude. I don't, man. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you right now. I don't like banks because I make a lot of money. All right. I make a lot of money. I mean, it just is what it is. I'm not like, hey, I make a lot of money. I'm so cool. No, I just do. Okay. Now, right? But so I go to my bank, man, the other day, my credit union, and I want to start some business credit. Now, my LLC, it hasn't been a business for 2 years. Coming up this January will be 2 years. And my tax returns and all that, my second tax returns and all that. And they're like, oh, we want you to have been in business for 2 years, to give you some credit. And dude, I make a lot of money. All right. And it goes through there. It goes through there. So, don't you know the manager called me back today and they upped my personal credit card. Yeah, they got low interest rates, 9.9% or something. They upped my personal credit card a measly $1,000. And then had the audacity, dude, the freaking audacity of these people, man. Oh my God, I can't believe. Now that I think about it, it even pisses me off even more. Had the freaking audacity to tell me that they can't prove my income, prove my revenue. I'm like, how does that even make sense, dude? All my accounts are tied in to this checking account. So the money that comes in, it comes from wherever it's at. And a lot of it comes from one place, and then there's a good chunk comes from another place, and then it all comes to you from these places. What do you mean you can't prove it? What the fuck does that even mean, dude? So they didn't even approve my business credit card. Huh? Oh man. So this is why though. See, this is why though. I can't stand them because when I go, well, my $40,000 that's in there right now in that account, they're borrowing that out 10 times more than that because it's in there. Not for long though. Y'all will see the video when I close that thing. So, guys, you are going to be able to become the bank. You are going to get to live. You're going to get the knowledge, right? The information to be able to live a life that is less restrictive. Less restrictive. You'll have control of your life. Hold on. Oh, okay. I see Trevor. I seen something about congratulations, Trevor. What happened? Don't know if I said, but huge thank you for helping me out the other day, Gene. About to put the house under contract this week. All right, man. I hope you do it right, Trevor, man. You had some questions. You need to come to that challenge, bro. Congratulations now, for sure. Because you're out there. You fail until you don't. Boom. The whole theme of the thumbnail, whole theme of the YouTube. You fail until you don't. So hey, kudos to you, man. Much respect, brother. You come to that challenge and you gonna get some game. You know what I mean? You're gonna get some game. But I'm glad I could answer them questions, man. What are your thoughts on going into this fourth quarter and winter is approaching? Oh man, dude. My thoughts, see, the if you're doing traditional real estate, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be tough on you, right? But what we do, Oh, I love it. I love it because the we're really a consultant. We're really a consultant. So the people that can't buy houses traditionally with mortgages, they are our buyers. And that pool of buyers is huge, man. So during the winter time, we can there's so many things that you can do. There's so many options, right? We can find these people that want to buy, right? And really we got a whole program and I don't want to dive into it, but if you're doing real estate traditionally, don't over leverage yourself. If you are doing subject to and creative financing, it's time to eat. Eat, eat, eat. Let's go. I love it. Abong says, congratulations, Trevor. That's what's up. Mike Shaw, hearing a lot of real estate gurus on YouTube online saying it's a buyer's market and it will be more so into 2023. It's a buyer's market if it's see, we don't have buyers and sellers markets, guys. I mean, be it's you got to come to the challenge, man. We do it a different way. We do it a much different way. So our buyers, right? Our pool of buyers is much larger. Guys, over 70% of the population has less than perfect credit. Most people cannot qualify for a mortgage, right? But a lot of people have money saved up and want to buy a house. They want to be a homeowner. Most people that don't know that they can be homeowners and they have their IRA, right? They have an IRA and they might work a $14, $15 an hour job, but still have an IRA because they're thinking of their retirement too, right? They can borrow out of that IRA for a down payment on a house. And for real estate, IRAs, investments, taxes, there's some benefits. They can borrow against that IRA, so they didn't even know that they had the opportunity to become homeowners, and that's most people's dream. Man, so there's a lot of opportunities out there. So buyers and sellers market, it's just, with us, we don't personally guarantee debt. So we don't over leverage ourselves. Right now, we can borrow against that. I don't want to get too sophisticated, but it's just a whole new world. It's a whole new world. It's a whole paradigm shift, and it's a less restrictive world. So, when you come to the Becoming the Bank Challenge and you learn the financial trinity, right, to get those 3 houses every 3 months to become a millionaire. Once you get that and understand that paradigm shift, that new world, it is going to set you all the way apart. You'll be on in a whole nother planet. It makes your real estate investing journey magical because guys, I didn't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to start investing. And now we're buying houses in Denver, Las Vegas, my town, my city. Got a house now we're working on right now, about to sell it for 245. But guys, I got to get on up out of here. Um so the challenge is $97 and then the VIP is 197. And then with the VIP, there's a VIP members area. So when you get the VIP, you're going to go to a login you know, page and you make up your password and put your username, right? You log in, boom, VIP members area. Inner circle trainings that have never been released to the public, some group coaching, right? So there's people asking questions, we're having conversations, some recorded phone calls, there's a roundtable discussion in there, so there's a lot of bonus material that you get along with that 1 hour private Zoom Q&A before the challenge starts. So it's October 3rd through the 7th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. If that link gets fixed by tonight, so that you can sign up, I'm going to put it in the description. If not, I'm definitely going to do a live tomorrow and get you guys laced up. I will be putting it in the Facebook group too, the private Facebook group too. So you guys are going to be the inaugural challenge people. So the people that sign up for this first challenge, dude, I'm going to be throwing bonuses at you guys like right and left. I got to, because it's the first one. I'm gonna be lacing you guys up. So keep an eye on your email even while you're waiting up to when the challenge starts, because there's a limited amount of seats. All right. And it's definitely limited for the VIP because that's a private Zoom. Okay. So for the VIP. So there's a limited amount of seats. But for the people that come through on that first one, I gotta lace you up. So you gotta make sure once you sign up and you start getting some emails from us, check that email box because it's coming. It's coming. And then the challenge itself. So guys, the dates again, I'm sorry. I should have been more prepared. I was super busy today. I could have had a banner going across here for you guys. It is October 3rd through October 7th. And then it's from The challenge, if you get VIP, is from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central. For general admission, it's 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central. Okay, so the extra hour before is for that Q&A, and I'm going to be going over some stuff. When you guys ask me a question, hey, I'm going to bust it out. I'll be on the dry erase or pulling some stuff up to doing screen shares. So guys, I got to get up out of here. I do love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. And you guys know what it is. It's not but love. So guys, don't forget to hit that like button. And hey, if you feel like I brought you some value, I want you to consider subscribing. All right, so until next time, let's get to it, y'all.
I'm a go-getter. They some